Time it is running out for Texas Republicans to decide who should take over one of the most powerful offices in the state.
The GOP runoff for Attorney General is breaking records and drawing national attention. Tonight, Marcelino Benito sits down with Congressman Chip Roy about why he thinks he's best to replace Ken Paxton.
I'm Chip Roy, and I'll always shoot you straight. My opponent's trying to fool you.
With just days to go until Tuesday's runoff, Congressman Chip Roy now fighting fire with fire.
I was outspent 4-1 in the first primary, and that is not the case this time. So now it's a fair fight. Mays isn't MAGA.
Roy blasting his opponent on TV as he makes his final pitch to Texas Republicans.
Why do you believe Republicans should pick you over your opponent, Mays Middleton?
If I'm looking at resumes, I just would not hire somebody with his lack of experience. He's never been in the courtroom. He's never practiced law in a meaningful way.
Roy making experience the centerpiece of his campaign.
But at the end of the day, you want somebody who's a trained lawyer to be the Attorney General of the state of Texas.
The four-term congressman also previously served in the Texas AG's office and says he'd build on Paxton's work, laying out his own key priorities.
You got to deal with border. You got to deal with illegal aliens. You got to deal with the issue of Islam, these massive Islamic centers and mosques that are going up all over the state of Texas. You need an attorney general who's been there, been in the trenches, and can do it.
Roy betrayed MAGA.
His opponent, Mays Middleton, spent more than $11 million of his own money, painting him as not loyal enough to President Trump.
What's your response to those attacks? Are you MAGA enough?
Look at my record and look what I've done, and how that aligns with what the president wants to accomplish and how effective my record has been in delivering. The president knows that. My opponent would be too quick and happy to be a puppet in Austin, and Austin doesn't need a puppet. Austin needs somebody who's going to be a change agent.
Chip Roy, you're doing a good job, Chip.
I've got a great relationship with the president.
Congressman Roy says at the end of the day, the AG should only answer to Texans.
The office of the Attorney General is the lawyer for the people of Texas. That's the way I view it. And that means all Texans. And you need an Attorney General who's focused on them, on the people, not the swamp in Austin.
Whoever wins this runoff will face either Nathan Johnson or Joe Jaworski, who are facing off in the Democratic runoff. Johnson is a Texas state senator and Jaworski's a former Galveston mayor. And remember, you can watch our full interview with Congressman Roy on our KHOU 11 app right now.